Sometimes when I write a blog, I think this is going to be a great one, and it doesn't catch on. And sometimes I just kind of kick one out, and it ends up being really great. But I have to admit, I'm really sort of perplexed by the latest couple I've written. I've been talking a lot more about an economic mindset and how important it is to have a broad, diverse definition of value when we think about how we're trying to create AI models that deliver more relevant, meaningful, responsible, and ethical outcomes. And that drew me to my latest blog, which I make the proposition that I believe Jesus was an economist, because many of the lessons that Jesus teaches, the lesson of the Golden Rule, the parable of the talents, the Good Samaritan, the feeding of the 5,000, these are all at their heart basic lessons about economics, and how if we think more broadly about how we define value from the perspective of our diverse set of stakeholders and constituents, we are more likely to come up with more holistic decisions and actions and results that benefit all, have a much longer term perspective, think more broadly about our stewardship here on this planet as far as taking care of the planet and the people we are with. But the latest blog just didn't click. I don't know if economics is a difficult or foreign concept. I know in a lot of the universities they teach finance, and economics kind of falls by the wayside because we're so focused on measuring what's happened through accounting, counting as what happened, versus using economics to understand what could happen. And how do we construct variables and metrics that reflect the aspirations around which we want to become? So again, I'm not sure why certain blogs take off. The blogs on economics, the recent blogs on behavioral economics as well, they just seem to not fly. But they may be some of the most important blogs I'm writing if we're thinking about how we are leveraging AI to benefit all constituents and stakeholders to derive more relevant, meaningful, responsible, and ethical outcomes. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm not going to be deterred. I'm going to keep writing about this stuff. I'm going to keep driving this stuff home. And eventually, maybe someone will say, yeah, you're onto something. And that's really how we need to think about using AI in our society. More to come. Cheers.